this is our attempt at prediction, because the blueprint hasn't been adopted by or endorsed by any of the councils yet. So we haven't actually started to implement all of these items, although some are already underway before the blueprint. So what should be simple about implementation? One thing is council's acceptance of the blueprint. You've seen from the previous presentations all the engagement that has gone on in terms of having a bus tour of the watershed, open houses, and presentations to councils and committees of council. So I think there is generally a good feeling among the politicians about the work that's going on through the Bowker Creek Initiative. Continuing to financially support the BCI annually, and that's the cost-sharing approach to having a coordinator. We think that should be fairly simple in terms of continuing on that critical role. We think that maintaining the community momentum of raising awareness and taking initiative should be fairly simple, because there never seems to be a lack of interest or energy. The role of the coordinator in the early years was focused on community awareness and fundraising, because there already was a group, a community group out there doing work, and so that was seen as something that could really become large quickly. And the fundraising was also a critical part that the coordinator did in those early years and continues to do. We think the top 10 corridor actions should be fairly straightforward for Saanich. Some of these actions are already underway or are part of our work. There's also the corridor actions, the watershed management actions. There's 9 of those. And most of those, I estimated 7 out of 9, should be fairly straightforward and easy to support and see some gains made there. Both the top 10 creek actions and the 9 watershed-wide actions include a call for limits to effective impervious cover. This is going to be fairly challenging. This is one that I don't see as being simple. It involves some research, it involves changing bylaws, it involves retrofitting in some cases, and the other challenging action is going to be purchasing key properties. So we'll have to look at other ways to protect the creek, not just through acquisition, in order to develop greenways and address floodplain issues.